much. Let me verify. It's actually not provided right here, John, the exact specific details and how they actually calculate that. If the trip would actually be a longer trip, it will give you a bigger amount of search incentive.
Can I read something to you real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so this is on Uber.com blog. Your questions on the new surge answered. So this is from the Uber website. It says the surge dollar amounts shown on the map are the minimum you can earn on a surge trip. When you complete a longer surge trip, you'll often see your surge amounts adjusted with added amounts. These additional amounts will vary based on time, distance, and the rider price of a trip. We add these surge amounts to ensure that you're earning for your extra effort and receiving a meaningful portion of the surge rider price. So my question is, how does that work? How do I know if I'm being paid fairly? I just don't know that I just don't know what we add these surge amounts to ensure that you're earning for your extra effort and receiving a meaningful portion of the surge rider price. So the trip that I'm thinking of, I picked up a group of people after an event, and it was very, very busy. There was a lot of surge, and I didn't drive them very far. I literally did not drive. I drove them 4 miles. It was busy. It was 4 miles in the city of Chicago, and I got added surge. So it was like they took basically the $11 surge that I was offered, and I got 20 something. My question is, what was the mechanism that caused it to go from 11 to 20?
It's actually automatically calculated by the system, John. There's no information about it on our end right here and how they calculate that. It might have a multiplier, and based on the time and distance, it may have worked the same as before, like the multiplier search, but this time they have placed a minimum amount of search, and it will depend on the time and distance of the trip before it will be multiplied.
So my question is essentially, when I pay bills, when I have something that I've bought, I check to make sure that everything that I've purchased, everything that I paid for is the correct amount. How can I determine whether or not the added surge amount was the correct surge amount if I don't know how it works? Is there something that I can read that will tell me how it worked? For example, on the old surge, when it was just a multiplier, do you know what I'm talking about? Like the multiplier? On the old surge, if I went X number of miles, X number of minutes, and I knew it was a 2.0 surge, I can multiply times 2, I can check the trip, I can see Uber paid me correctly, or maybe they didn't pay me correctly, which I'm sure you hear all the time from people. Is it true? Do you hear from people that have to have the amount corrected? Is that a common thing?
Yeah.
So how do I tell whether or not I've been paid fairly if I don't know how the actual mechanism works?
Well, apparently in regards to search, we are unable to do manipulation or adjustment on that. It is automatically given by or generated by the Uber system.
Okay.
For you to be able to know the rates on your city, you can go to your dashboard and you can click on fares.
Is there anything that I can read
on your Uber dashboard?
Is there anything that I can read that tells me at what point I will get added this surge top off? It tells me how. Is there anything that you can send me that tells me how it works?
Let me go ahead and verify that out and see if we have John.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
I just need to place you in short hold. So much for patiently being in the time, John. So basically, as I can see here, the only place that you can actually read about surge is from the Uber,
Okay.
help at uber.com.
Okay.
And there you can actually access the database and knowledge base Uber.
Okay.
You can look for search right there.
Okay. I'll look on there.
All right.
All right, thank
John,
you.
thanks so much for